What's up? What it do? It's your boy C Boss. Welcome to episode 2. Dark becomes light. A couple of things I want to share with you before we get off into the podcast is that hard times will make a person go off the edge. Sometimes it's harder on the younger generation than it is on the older generation. Sometimes we all need somebody to turn to in a moment of need. Hold on to that thought. We'll be right back.
To empower yourself, you have to look at yourself inside out.
Dark becomes light.
Think about what you
One of the
gotta
things
do.
that
What's every challenge? What's every
I do when I choose a topic for a podcast is first I have to look at myself so I can share my journey with my listeners, with my fans, whoever it may be. When I think about dark places in my life, I look back and I'll be like, wow, how did I manage to survive through so much adversity? You can climb a mountain. You can climb a mountain and never reach the top. Does that make sense? You can climb a mountain and never reach the top. That's like being a professional NFL player or NBA or whatever sport it may be. Play the game all your life and never get that big championship. But every day you still chose to fight. Every day you still chose to accept that challenge. Now here's where it gets interesting is that you don't see the light until you're comfortable where you at. Once you have reached a certain place in your life, once you have said, hey, I'm okay. I'm a winner. If you keep beating yourself up, if you keep going in the wrong direction, just because things are bad in your life, don't mean you can't win. Don't mean you can't turn it around. You have to take time out and look at what's going on around you. Whether it's your friends, whether it's your money problems, your bills, you have to decide where you are. Can't nobody change the way you think. Can't nobody change the way you live. Can't nobody change the money you make. Can't nobody do that but you. Can't nobody do that but you. You have to decide what's best for you. You have to decide what's the best decisions. Times can get hard. Times can get very hard. Times can get dark. Times can get very dark. Times can get so dark where you're sick at the stomach. It can get so dark where you can't stand yourself or you can't stand other people. Being in a dark place can put so much hate in your heart. You never know what road that might go down to. Drugs, murder. I decided to do podcasting because evolution, the word evolution just amazes me. because the world is, the world itself has changed so much. And the thing about that is that the world could not change. The world could not change if people didn't believe. If everybody in the world stayed in a dark place, we'd all be living in hell. Some days may seem like hell. Some days may seem like hell. But you have to understand, whatever God you pray to, whatever you choose to acknowledge in your life, whatever gives you strength when you wake up to say, hey, I have to get up and I have to do this again. These is facts. When I was going to school to get my degree in broadcasting, this is the same time that I was doing other things in my life. Keep in mind that, I'm a felon. I wanted to be a mentor, and they wouldn't let me mentor because I was a felon. But, after I got my radio broadcasting degree, I decided to go into business. I decided to do anything. I decided to follow up on my music career. And through all the good things I was doing in my life, I was still trapped in the dark. Street hustling, involved in drugs. You can't. You can't step into the light without getting rid of the dark first. You can't be good until you get rid of the bad first. You can't accept any challenge until you're ready to accept it. I'm not doing what I do because I'm sick and tired. I thought because I was sick and tired and being sick and tired that was going to make me. No, being sick and tired only made me weak. Less energy, less motivation. It took until I had enough, until I was ready to be who I was ready to be and didn't care what anybody else thought. Because you know why? The whole time I was the person that I was, people were in my face. Now that I'm on this path, to do what I want to do, people don't talk to me as much. That's how it be. That's life. The world revolves around you. Your choice. Don't let nobody push you around. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. You don't know until you try. You don't know. Take your time. Evaluate. You can do whatever you want to do to a certain point. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself just to see how far you can go, how big you can get. Don't always focus on money, because if you focus on money, that will stress you out. Don't do it. Whoever your God is, pray to him. If you have a family member, a friend, someone you can talk to them. If you just got yourself, talk to yourself. The dark becomes light once you're ready to step into the light. Once you realize that people, places, and things around you, or the mind frame that you're in, is a dark place. People are often scared of change. The crazy part is if somebody gives you some type of inspiration, or, says, hey, you shouldn't do this, we do it anyway. And we beat ourselves up later. It's not easy, but to step into the light, you have to want change. The world revolves us around us for a reason. It just gives everybody opportunity, everybody a choice. What you choose to become is your own. And I'm going to say this, and then we'll be out of here. I want to thank everybody for listening. This is episode 2. Evolution of life can be a great thing if you choose to. You can see great things happen. People can turn into people can start from nothing and become something great. Be something great. Tell yourself you're great if don't nobody else tell you. I'm C-Boss Outlaw. I'm out. Thank you for listening to Evolution Podcast, episode 2. Episode 3 will be coming up. Thank you, everyone. Peace.